Here we are at 3174 Park Avenue, the former Howell Beauty Supply, soon to be the Chip Wynn Motors Classic Car Museum and Classic Car Sales. So, if you want to take a tour of the before, come on, I'm going to show it to you. This is a 1934 Rolls-Royce 20/25 sedan created by James Young. Very unique in the fact that it has the dual side mounts in the fenders. The standard 34 did not have that. Of course, you know a Rolls-Royce that is from England, well, guess what? It's right-hand drive. Now this one is a limousine. It has the divider glass right behind the driver's seat. And just a beautifully restored car. It's all immaculate. Look at the wood that they put, the quality of leather, the door panels and everything. I mean, this is when, as I love to say, when cars were cars and men were men. So something that we're really proud of. We acquired this from a collection in Arkansas back at the 1st of January. And the car is currently not for sale. But who knows? I might wake up tomorrow and decide I want to sell it. Listen to those doors. Sounds like a bank vault, doesn't it? Come on, let me show you the next one. Now this one is another extremely rare car. This is a 1938 Packard Henny flower car. And you said, flower car? Well, what's a flower car? That doesn't make a lot of sense. These were in movie stars, big celebrities, politicians, mafia bosses, in their funerals back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, even the 60s. You would have the hearse with the casket, and behind that you would have 1, 2, 3, maybe sometimes 8 or 10 flower cars. And so here's this big car, and the flowers were stacked on an escalating scale. These panels back here drop down, and then you stack the flowers up. And like I said, I have pictures in New York City of funerals where there were up to 10 flower cars behind the hearse. Now in 1938, Packard only made 8 of these. There is only 2 that are known to survive. I bought this from the liquidation of a Packard museum in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Did you notice the hood ornament? That doubles as the radio antenna. This is very, very collectible and very sought after. The night that I bought the car, I saw that hood ornament on a beautiful piece of block of wood, just the hood ornament. It brought $21,000 for just that hood ornament. So, very beautiful car, very rare, very unique, and one that I'm extremely proud of. Well, as you know, whether you collect guns or coins or whatever, if you collect cars, there's always a holy grail to any collector's collection. Well, for me, it's this car right here. This is a 1937 Cord 812 supercharged Phaeton. They only built about 1,000 of these. There's less than half of them left. But this Cord was the first front-wheel drive car that was ever made, and that was in the late 20s. This is a 37. The Phaeton means that this one has a back seat versus the same car that is called a Sportsman, and it is only a 2-seater. But this has had a prize-winning restoration. This was judged as best Cord at the Auburn Cord-Duesenberg Festival in Auburn, Indiana in 2017, and it won again in 2018. They asked the man in 2019 if he was bringing the car, and he said yes he would. They said, well, you can only show it, you can't judge it, because we've never had a Cord win 2 years in a row, and we're damn sure going to make sure that you don't win 3 years in a row. So it is absolutely one of the finest in the world, and it is the holy grail of my collection. Now this one is a 1927 Lincoln Willoughby sedan limousine. Well, you're going, Willoughby, Lincoln, what does that mean? In the early years, Lincoln Motor Car Company sublet specific bodies to be manufactured by different coach builders. This one was built by a company by the name of Willoughby. And 1927, if you can look around here, you can see the beautiful artillery-based wheels. the spare here with a little mirror with the leather straps on it. And just an absolute beautiful car, limousine, huge compartment in the front. And then you've got the divider window. And here in the rear, you not only have the rear passenger luxury seat, you have two jump seats. Those both collapse and fold forward and fold down into the floor. If you'll notice the wood, if you'll notice the handles, just an absolute beautiful, beautiful car. And once again, shuts just like a bank vault. Last but not least, here's a Paduka rolling history. 1928 General fire truck, delivered to the city of Paducah on May the 11th, 1928. All documented on the side of the vehicle. There's a placard that says, delivered to the city of Paducah, the name of the mayor, the fire chief, and all the commissioners, proudly presented by the General Fire Truck Company. This, folks, is something that I dearly love. This is part of Paducah history.